We are back with another edition of the Quarantinecast. I'm really excited because I am joined by UFC Light Heavyweight Fabio Cherant. He's joining me during fight week, which is very unusual for me to get someone during fight week, so I appreciate the time in. How are you doing?
Doing great, my man. I just landed in Vegas a little while ago. Just hanging out, and getting my body used to the sauna. Just living my life, enjoying everything, enjoying the process, you know what I mean? Last time around, 2 days notice, the time I get a full camp and I get to experience fight week the proper way.
How was the journey over? I know, like, usually some guys don't like flying or the time adjustment and things like that. Overall, how was the flight?
It wasn't bad at all. I pretty much slept the whole way.
You're getting closer to fight day. I know how much you love fighting. I know how much this day means to you. But what does your typical fight week look like?
A lot of bullshitting. It's the best way to put it, man. Just a lot of bullshitting. Getting all that tedious stuff out of the way, like interviews, medicals, running. It's just a little light, just really messing around. You know what I mean?
Any routines you do, like any TV shows you watch, any music you listen to, or anything like that, or is it just just doing the media stuff?
I just go with the flow, man. Whatever my mood is, that's what I do. Sometimes I watch TV, sometimes I listen to music, sometimes I play video games, depending on how you catch me,
So this time it's a little bit more ideal than the last time out. Last time out you had 3 days notice. Do you feel like the extra bit of time here, I mean, quite a bit of time, is going to be a difference maker this time around?
I mean, let's flip that question. If I was to ask you that, what would you say?
100%.
Oh, man.
So you're facing William Knight. What's your thoughts on the matchup?
Love it. I love it. I want some more of it. Yeah, it's time to shut a lot of people up and do what I do, you know what I mean? Each fight I've had, my professional career, you know what I mean? You can see me grow, and I've grown a lot the past couple of months, so I'm excited to show people and probably introduce myself to the Octagon fans.
He's obviously from the same area, from New England. Both of you guys are. Are you surprised that this matchup hasn't happened sooner, like even on the regional scene?
It was supposed to a few times, but timing just didn't grant us that. But it's happening now on the big stage for the Buck,
Yeah, full circle, man. You're now in the UFC. You come from New England. The fight scene there is crazy. How does it feel to be in the UFC, and has it sunk in yet, or do you feel like you need that UFC win to really have that solidified?
I would say I need that UFC win, because for me this is just another day, another fight, another opponent. We've been here before. We've done the same song and dance, and having my first dub is going to be that much better, Like I started doing this when I was 21. I'm on my 5th year of doing this. I'm ahead of a lot of guys that have been doing this their whole lives, and I've just been truly appreciative of the journey. I've learned a lot, and I'm still growing, man. People forget that how young I am in the sport, not even in age, just in the sport. I've been doing this for 5 years, no prior experience, just me, wanting to learn and get better.
One thing you said a little earlier in this interview is you want to shut a lot of people up. You are heading into this as an underdog, which is a role that's kind of been, the story of your career. You go into a lot of fights as the underdog. Is that something you embrace?
I don't give a fuck about that. But yeah, I don't care about that. At the end of the day, the skills will talk when we get in the cage, and my skills will talk Saturday night.
Since the end of the pandemic, you've been extremely busy. You've fought several times since the end of the pandemic. Was that the goal, was to just stay as active as possible for an opportunity to make it to the UFC? Or was it just, that's just who you are, you just like fighting regardless?
Man, I was playing catch up, you know what I mean? COVID took a lot out of a lot of fighters, especially in my area, and I've been playing catch up, you know, whatever opportunities came my way, I took, and that's what I did when that short notice fight came, opportunity came, and I took.
I don't want to talk too much about the last fight simply because of the circumstances around it, short notice and everything. But I want to talk about a fight that happened earlier in your career against Alexa Kamer. Obviously, it wasn't. I think it was probably a great a learning experience. But as for you, how do you look at that fight, and do you feel like you performed better after a loss?
Not necessarily. It's just maturity-wise. I was 4-0. And I was 3 years in training when the fight happened. No prior experience. I made a rookie mistake, didn't set up my shot, and I paid for it. It is what it is. I went back into the lab and I started working on my errors. That's it. You know, I don't think about that fight. It's in the rear view.
So here you are, man. You're back just in a few more days. Last time out, you fought in front of a sold-out arena. Now you get in a smaller arena. Do you like the fact that it's kind of smaller, or does it really matter to you?
Doesn't matter, man. Once the cage locks, the outside is completely white noise to me. You know, I don't pay attention. Only people I need to listen to is my corners to tell me to freaking smash his nose. You know, and that's exactly what's gonna happen Saturday. A lot of nose smashing.
I love it. I'll ask a couple more and then I'll let you go. For this camp, you've been training at Sanford. Was that primarily like your camp the entire time, or were you back and forth? I did notice you posted a picture at Lozon's just the other day.
No, man. I had 2 camps. You know, I did my first half up here in Mass with my striking coach, Billy, Sean Malley, and we worked around. Went to Lozon's, and then my boys' gym, Self Combat, and then I went down and trained at Sanford for 5 weeks.
Was it primarily to get bigger bodies or more bodies? What was the reason for going down to Sanford?
Yeah, man. It's that's it. Talent, and I need that. I need people beating me up constantly, making me better, you know, giving me mental battles during training, fucking me up to the point where I start second guessing myself, getting tired. I need that, you know what I mean? That's where the grind comes from, and I got that for sure.
All right, man. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. For people who haven't seen your performances prior to your last outing, what can they expect from you on Saturday night?
Some gangster shit. Tune in, be ready. You know, this guy is super durable. It's either gonna go three rounds or I'm gonna finish him. Early.
All right, man. Is there anybody you want to thank or social media you'd like to plug before we end it?
Just my team. You know, the people that got me here, the people that constantly care for me and help me out. And when I'm down, when I'm up, you know, they're always there for me. Those are the guys that really matter to me. And I don't want to start throwing off names because I might forget one, but yeah, my team, you know, and they know who they are. I don't need to mention names, and yeah, without them, this wouldn't be possible, you know what I mean? Especially the guys down at Sanford, they really took me in and helped me out a lot and showed me a lot of love, you know, when they didn't have to.